Drumheads, here we are. The end of the world's been a big season. We're doing our PXR report,
Yep.
wrapping up the World Championships here in 2026. I've come over, I've checked it out, I've spent some time watching bands, and let's before we get into it, you got any shout outs for us, Lee?
We'll get massive shout outs, right? So the most important shout outs is see people that we asked. We said like before we were going to be at the Worlds, listen, please come up and just say hello.
Yes,
Uh, Even though I'm maybe a bit distant.
you're a bit on edge, kind
But
of. Not so much on edge. I won't say that, but
no, but we'd like to thank people that came up and actually kind of, as you would say metaphorically, break bread with us and
yes,
just talk, just talk and just tell us what they think.
have a laugh. That was brilliant. People coming up, grabbing me and shaking me and going,
Coming up and saying, I really hate Jace, but you're magic. And I was like, I know.
we like to know that at least half of the show is valued and that what we're doing is making some sort of impact on you guys out there. So nice to hear you guys are enjoying it. Also, got to do a big obvious shout out to our guests in the most recent episode, Big Stevie Crichton and Kerr McQuillan, who had come out for the midway massive.
I'm keeping this.
It's
I'm loving
it's going to be a thing, right?
No. That is a thing. So the other thing I need to augment onto that, totally appreciate any grade. You know, right? So we approached grade one drummers late in the day, and I'll be honest with you, right? If it was me, I would take a drumstick to me and chase me. So I totally get that people are polite enough to decline, which I totally appreciate because I mean
sometimes it's show business. It just happens like that, and
I think well I'm going to mention Mick O'Neill was most gracious, right, and he pure explained why he couldn't do it because he's like herding cats, and he's busy, and it was just too incumbent to him. Reed Maxwell said the same thing, saying like it's just basically a bit bonkers, lads.
Yeah,
Gives a bit of time. You know what I mean? So to be honest, thanks to everybody that entertained us and said, look, thanks, but nah, you're all right. So no, I get it. No harm, no foul. And
they got bigger fish to fry, really.
Bigger fish to fry. I mean, obviously, the things that are going through their head at that point in time when somebody's coming up asking them, just they're like, nah, not really, mate. So hopefully, I'll be able to text people and say, like, please, sorry, but we'll find a better time for you.
And if you're out there listening now, just think about it next year.
Yeah.
The same thing.
But I think we need to change the time, maybe.
Yeah.
We need to work something out that suits people because the two guys that come on for play, man, it's like really kind of nailing it time wise. But so thanks.
And they did it and still performed out there on the park. Speaking of the park,
yeah,
and grade one drummers, I heard from a few groups and from other Glaswegians on site that day, that the experience of the Worlds, as in the event itself,
was similar to living in North Korea, or something as tantalising as that.
Yeah, okay.
I thought, right, one of the things that really frustrated me is on a Friday, obviously we knew, and then we had the link, which is meant to obviously give you a discounted ticket. Because obviously we're banned, and it started adding on stuff. So the price you're getting told is £11.50. Before you know what it is, it's 15 quid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? And it was like really rando stuff. Or this extra for the fee, this extra for saving trees or something like that. Look, whatever you want to do is your business. But if you're going to say it's 11 quid 50, then it's 11 quid 50.
Yeah.
Don't start putting on Ryanair type costs.
Yeah,
you want a scarf, you want to go to the toilet. No. Just give it. So it started poor for there.
Yeah. I mean, when I rocked up, and this is my second time going to the Worlds, I rocked up to the gate, and the first thing I saw was a piper there with his gear, ready to go out there and perform. He had just turned his water bottle upside down right on the security guard's foot, basically. And I mean, that just kind of says it all. It's just like, I mean, I've heard things about how it was in the past and that it was just a kind of open event. People could come down with their carry out, you know what I mean? And just
have a
day out there.
So being So being worldly wise and actually going, you know what, right, okay, we're not going back to the days aren't coming back, right? However, there's got to be a kind of tempering kind of spirit where I think there was an oversaturation of security, given the nature of. I mean, we're not talking about teeing apart or transmit. We're not talking about like folk preparing to go absolutely bananas on the park. Majority of people on that park are working and they're busy with their bands. They've not got any time to be doing anything risky. So,
And then the family members are the
and
ones
then
coming.
and the family members and all that. So really, in reality, somebody needs to take stock and go, right, how much security do we need? Uh, and how courteous do we really need the security to be? I.e., I get the impression sometimes that they feel that there's a kind of it's a hostile crowd
Yeah.
when it's not. It's putting people in a hostile frame of mind before they even get in the park.
Yeah.
So,
and spectators, just your regular Joe spectator
Yeah.
who might just, like the bagpipes here and there, is not going to be able to go there because of the price and the whole thing. And
Yeah.
it's just
So I think it was something like 25 quid for a ticket on the Saturday.
yeah.
So the price, and I understand, we need to pay for Portaloos, we need to pay for this, we need to pay for that. Totally understand that. But you need to have a rejig and think about the amount of money that, and it's Glasgow Life, I believe it's the people that actually
Right.
are the event organisers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think kind of poor. I think it's kind of poor. I think it could be better.
Yeah.
So let's always think, let's make this better. You know what I mean?
Something I will say about making it better is I tried to fill out the feedback form in the end. I love a good feedback form.
That's right.
And
Yeah,
there was nothing on it that was really. A lot of the questions are just like, how much did you spend when you're staying here? How much did you think you were going to spend? What did you come here because of? Nothing was about our spectator objective. It was about the event objective.
And do you know what that's all about? That's they want to make sure if they only think they fleeced 50 quid off you this year with costings for a drink of juice and all, they're like, well, we could maybe charge them more next year.
Honestly, you would think so.
Yeah,
you would honestly think so. It was like, it was just, I don't know, Dylan Ferrer. Granted, I didn't get to the last bit of the feedback because we were celebrating St. Lawrence O'Toole there. But yeah, I know, I just didn't get the vibe that it was about the people and it was about the bands and all that stuff. So Glasgow
give us your feedback. If you think that we're barking up the wrong tree and we're like, nah, it was a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Get back to us and say, no, I think you're looking at it wrong, and I don't think you're accepting the cost incursion that it costs the people that
maybe we don't understand. Yeah.
Put us right. Tell us no, you're totally wrong. But I said to you, I'm like, I'm not really enjoying that.
Yeah.
It's like I don't enjoy flying for the same reason. It's like folks shouting at you to get your passport.
You can expect that from flying.
It's just horrible. Right. Anyway.
So yes, obviously, let's move away from the event and into the bands. And lady, you're in a band yourself.
We obviously the band didn't qualify, but you know what, right? And I know this is like
happens to the best of them.
No, I know this is like being a good loser, right? You know what I mean. But the two things I was going to take away, I actually enjoyed playing this year.
Nice.
I actually enjoyed our performance this year. This isn't a weasel about saying, we were rubbish, but I'm trying to make it good. No, I actually enjoyed it. And I came off thinking, if we don't qualify, I thought I enjoyed our performance for me, for all the kind of, and everybody's out there is the same, by the way. All the bands that didn't qualify or whatever, all the work that you've put in for a year and you've been going, unlike us, we don't go to contests, right? So this is us just kind of firing for that, turn up. But other guys that have spent band funds on transportation, people in the band, the committees, and it obviously
all that build up.
Your musical leaders, the pipe majors, and the drum majors. I'm saying drum majors because I'm actually thinking the guy that's actually in charge of drums is drum major.
Okay.
Not a guy with a stick major. But so they kind of guys, and obviously they've been putting a lot of focus and time into it as well. So see, at the end of the day, it's a lot. At the end of the day, when you finish and you're like, right, pick up your paperwork, you're not going to qualify. See, to be honest, I was kind of sanguine about it. I was like, you know what? It doesn't really matter. I was a lot happier this year than I was last year. Does that mean anything? No, not really, because really you should want to be qualifying. But personally, I'm kind of.
I've noticed from people that we spoke to, obviously Grade 1 drummers, the results matter hugely. But but with a lot of other bands, you know, I mean, I came off watching you guys, and Stockholm Pipe Band was just around the corner, and they were praising you guys. I thought you sounded great. Speaking of,
thanks, Stockholm.
I ran up straight away to catch up the other 3A guys, and heard Livingston, just absolutely show-stopping.
Well,
what a sound!
Well, I've had Les on the show, right?
Yeah.
And the guys, we all know that during that season there was a bit of kind of toing and froing. They went and moved to Livingston from Glasgow Sky, took some drummers with them, quite a lot.
Yeah.
And then obviously they went back on as Livingston, which was a 3A band.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, happy days. I'm chuffed for them, and good on them.
Won the drumming.
Won the drumming.
Yep.
I wish I won the drumming.
Yeah, there was other guys. I mean, I got to shout out Aussies.
There you go.
Hawthorn, right up there. Victoria, you know, leave that between us.
Pipe Band Club.
Pipe Band Club. That's my local favourite.
We've got a piper in them.
Aye.
Yeah.
And the drummer.
Quite a brutal looking guy. Fergus.
So well done, you guys in Grade 2, and Governor Macquarie Memorial. So you've come out here for the one out this year, and you've done really well with your 2 grades. So good on you guys for bringing it home.
Well done. And I just like to shout out Govan Pipe Band. It's Govan Community, Govan Schools and Community, I think the proper title. So well done for you. Excellent performance. I'm just looking down my list. Ulster Scots. I never really seen them, right? And I never seen much of them.
Yeah.
But I seen them when they were in America.
Those videos.
And I remember texting things saying,
yeah, who are these guys?
Well, texting is it texting?
You probably send me an email.
No, but I was seeing things like, you know, I'm really enjoying the performance.
Yeah, they were absolutely unreal. But you know, closely followed by Royal Borough of Annan.
Massive shout out to you guys. And obviously that's them up next year. So
now, just because we've had 2 of those guys on our show, we're not saying we
something. If you come on the show, your chances of silverware, kind of goes up.
Unless you're a host of the show.
Unless you're involved in the actual production side of it, you get nothing. But no, well done. So it's super. I'm looking forward to maybe getting more in the weeds a 2A bands, because that's obviously Let's Go Breath is now going to Livingston. From Livingston to Uddingston.
And I understand that there's a bit of a triangle there. With
people going to kind of Glasgow Sky.
It's musical chairs,
it's on a mix.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we'll be obviously following with, attention to what's going on.
We'll get to the bottom of it.
We'll be, listen, you'll know, because we'll be phoning folk up and you want to come on and tell us all about it.
Is there anything else you saw that was...
Well, I've seen that what we don't do very well, or what we don't achieve, is merch, right? Now, we'll mention this before on the show, right? So I noticed the big behemoth bands, your field marshals, well done to them, by the way. And they've got stuff that's out there on social saying buy your hats, buy your t-shirts, and then you've got, I know Lawrence Tools sell some stuff, and other bands are trying to kind of sell their wares, right? Look, massive tick. I'm not complaining about that, right? By the way, totally get it, right?
Yep.
Because if you've got the patience and you've got the funds and you want to spread, obviously you've got people in the community that is a pipe band world that are like, oh, I really love Simon Fraser, I really love Field Marshal, I really love this band, and you want to kind of show your love, right? Then you buy the merch, right? My only concern is, right, is that if I bought merch belonging to a Grade 1 pipe band and the like to me, when did you play with Field Marshal? And I'd be like, well, I've no. And I'd be like, oh, really?
Oh,
really?
And is that like a stolen valor type thing?
For me, it's like a stolen valor thing. It's
but I mean, that's maybe you, someone who's
Listen,
some
it's
good.
a twisted world that
You
is
got
my
some
mind.
skill on the drums that maybe
No,
you could have,
honestly,
you could get there.
I genuinely wish I didn't have that thing in the back of my mind that didn't allow me to party.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just relax, Lord. It's only a t-shirt, man. What are you getting upset about? Just buy your 20, 30 quid or something and just buy the stuff.
There's also that thing, it's like dress for the job you want, isn't it? So like,
in the way you want to feel and think.
maybe grab yourself a St. Lawrence O'Toole shirt and that's it. Every day you put it on, you drum harder.
I don't know. I mean,
it's to be tested.
Let's talk about just kind of rewinding back, because I'm thinking about this because we're talking about big bands.
Yeah.
So you were late coming on this year.
Yeah.
Right. So
life gets in the way.
We missed quite a lot of piping live.
Yeah.
I managed to go to 78th Fraser Highlanders concert. Enjoyed it, but I didn't get that pizzazz zing thing from it, right? And who am I? People are like, who's this guy? Right, get him. Right. And I'm like, so I enjoyed it.
You're a punter.
Paid my ticket, went, never complained, never said blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Just there were a couple of things I just thought maybe it didn't quite. I mean, this is crazy, right? Super performance by every individual player, well done. But for whatever reason, it didn't just grab me. So it didn't grab me. So that was the first kind of thing that I went to in Piping Live. And we were meant to be there as a kind of group, but we didn't go because you were still coming across.
Okay. All about me.
No.
But, you know what? But what I did catch was whatever day it was, and we walked in. We just had our lunch. Walked in, and there's the sound of St. Lawrence O'Toole. Just started, coming out with their rolls, and it was an absolute showstopper from the start to end. But for a moment there, I looked at you and I said, "This is a drums and pipes band."
Oh, that's controversial. Pipers don't like that.
Sorry, Pipers, but they absolutely smashed it, and we know that obviously because of the results.
The good thing that we enjoyed about that was we got a kind. I think they've got we spoke about this in the other episode that we had the guests on, but they've got a pizzazz about them.
They got some gumption
They've got some gumption about got some industry. And we kind of like that, and also other courses were there we missed that we wanted to see.
Yeah.
And our apologies. We wanted to go and see Livy's drum corps.
Yeah.
Right. We want to see Les Gilbraithen's boys. But we couldn't make it because we were somewhere else.
Yes.
And that conversation is for another day. But we were we weren't in the pub, unfortunately. We were trying to do rubbish like that.
We were still working.
Yeah, we were kind of working. But we really missed that, and I was angry that we missed that.
But there was a cool thing that Stephen Crichton said there at that gig. He was on the mic and he's like, what do you say? He's like, I'm not going to do the accent.
Don't do the accent.
I'm not going to do the accent.
Don't do the accent.
I know you all wanted me to do the accent.
Don't do the accent.
But he's looking up at the sandstone building there, and he goes, "The piping center. I think it's about time they could, recognize and change it to the piping and drumming center."
Yeah, I know.
What do you reckon?
I mean, I'll be honest.
Get on a petition.
Yeah. I'll be honest. Start petitioning now. The petition's in now. No. I think it's a valid point from the point of view, but I would imagine that there's people involved in the piping centre that are like, no. We've done this thing for legacy, and it's the way we're wanting this to kind of go. But in the modern sense, in the modern way forward, we need a sort of centre that reflects both the piping and the drumming, and it kind of makes that sort of the central hub of education, ideas, that sort of thing. Yeah. I mean, we can't just leave it to Simon Gavin to run a museum down there here, you know what I mean? We need something a bit more bigger. You know what I mean? So it's just one of the things that I totally agree with him. I mean, obviously, again, get the pelters in. Oh, you're talking rubbish. But I think that by and large, I think it's
not for Simon Gavin though. Check his stuff out. He's working hard, but that boy.
We were down there another day. So I think that basically that was a fair point. I missed so much in Piping Life, by the way. And by the way, don't anybody that's maybe watches the show And I never got to see the band, or I never got to see, more importantly, I never got to see the drum corps, because I did want to go and see Kerr and the Bog Hall Boys, and I never got to see them. And they've got the pizzazz.
Oh,
they've got the pizzazz.
in
They've got
large
the industry.
amounts.
We love their stuff.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is that for this year, for whatever reason, it was a bit, for me, out of kilter, just because of the way the timings went.
Yep. But for me, it was absolutely unreal. I think there was a moment there where I clicked as a sort of spectator where I thought, I can see the difference in bands now.
Can you?
Right. So it's like,
really? Well, I'm looking at, wait a minute. So when we came off you like that, Scots veterans, by the way, you should be in grade 1. And I was like, I'll take that.
I can't judge that. I'll be biased. I'll be biased. I wouldn't say anything about that.
You staying down here, by the way. Take the alpha.
But you know, I realized that it's hard to pick, especially as the grades go higher and higher, right? So you listen to guys practice in the park, but there is a thing here I need to call you out for, Andy.
Oh well.
And you said it in the episode.
What one?
You know, with Stephen and no, sorry. It was Stephen Kerr.
Yeah, Stephen Kerr. Yeah.
You said that SFU was in for a shout.
Well, listen,
a high place shout.
Any of the big bands was in for a big. Listen, any of the big bands. Listen, I favour no one and hate everyone.
Huh?
I mean, for the point of view that no, listen, it's like there's no way, right? This is the other thing is how do you get to track and trace them well, especially if they're coming from way over way by, and it makes it difficult to actually see what they're doing at the time. Well, from my point of view, because I'm not that much of an anorak, and I'm not that much of a kind of detective that some people will be like, oh, I've seen them at such and such online and all that kind of stuff. So for me, I thought, well, you can't write them out.
Yeah.
So maybe I just got lucky.
It's too hard to predict as well, because obviously, as we've said many times, and you'll understand at home, it's a subjective thing, right? It's an art, and it's whatever comes out on the day.
I think the big surprise this year, and everybody's talked about this as well, is the grade 2s qualifying on the Friday, right? And guys, obviously, grade 2 bands having to go down and then get the qualification for the Saturday. Again, that's a quick world. You go down there on the Friday and then you find out, by the way, cheerio, thanks for coming. And that must be quite quite harsh, especially if it's grade 2 and it's more. I'm going to watch what I say here, right? So generally, grade 2 bands, because they're grade 2, they should be more seasoned and more up for it players.
Yeah.
Not that 3B, 3A, 4, we're all there. Not that that's the case all the time, but you get my point that grade 2, and you think it's a bit savage on the Friday that they get told, by the way, thanks for travelling all the way down from wherever you've came, or all the way up wherever you've came, but you're not going and doing the Saturday. So I don't know. I'd like to get more feedback off the grade 2 guys that didn't qualify on the Friday. What's their thoughts? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
And does the band leader sort of say, like, make you go on Saturday, or can you just be that kind of that person that just goes, no, you know what, sack it completely. I'm not in the mood. Sorry, guys, don't even talk to me.
I'm way up the road for
yeah.
And here's the other thing is that I understand with the volume of traffic on the Saturday, and I've got the schools band doing the Friday, and by the way, well done all the schools band for turning up and giving your best. But to get through the herding of the cats from the Friday, the Saturday, a lot of bands, and I personally do not think that I want to be standing at any pipe band contest at 9 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night waiting for the results. Which reminds me, whoever the MC is, right, at the Worlds, whatever, what is it, mixing days?
Yeah, the sound
engineer guys or whatever.
Come on.
Invest more than an old empty tin of beans, right, and a string. Worst place is. I can hear it. I know that I'm technically a bit deaf, right? I couldn't hear what I'm going. Who's that? And I'm thinking, right, so there's gigs get done in that park, and if it was, I don't know, I'm going to say Lord because I've seen buffs come
Yeah.
about with lots of them. Right, so some bird lord that does the singing, and she's in that park. See, if you're at the back of that park, you'd be able to hear every word that she says.
And it's like it's
confusion here.
It's like it's not for the spectators one more time.
No.
You know, we're all up here at the beer tent, but
Yeah.
yeah, we all stop and we come down and we
Yeah.
watch the thing.
Yeah.
You know, all us little bands at the bottom of the stack. And then, I mean, it's just the bands inside the arena there that can hear it. But like, surely just run along a cable, guys.
Again, maybe, right? So that, and this is the other thing, right? So again, maybe something of that magnitude, right? Maybe you need to go back and say, right, get me 5 people that know nothing about pipe bands.
Yeah.
And let's do a dry run type idea. I don't mean get all the bands out and all, right? I mean, like, let's go and organize it through the prism of the eyes of someone that honestly would not know what's going on. And could we make it clearer for the unwise of the pipe band world?
Yeah.
This band here, they're playing this kind of thing, and the reason they're playing that is because of X, Y, and Z. No, you want to hear Bob Worrell waffle on, right, in BBC when they do it on the telly and all that, right? But it would be good on the park if they had some sort of kind of, I don't mean wordy description that's going to hold the ebb and flow back, but maybe something on the big screen, maybe some, a wee bit of kind of ticker tape at the bottom that's explaining stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it just, for me, it seems that this is not for the spectators.
No.
This just happens to be for the burger vans and the pipe bands.
Yeah.
And the beer tent. But
anyway. It's up to you guys. Go live, whatever you want to do.
Listen, whatever you want to say back, that's fine. You take it on the chin as per. So apart from the merch, talking about Marchify.
Marchify, yeah. You mentioned them.
You bought a t-shirt.
Bought a t-shirt. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of others did as well.
I heard it was all going like hotcakes.
Hot stuff down there.
Hot stuff. We get interviewed by that lassie.
Yes.
I don't even know her name. What's her name?
I can't remember. We were too busy stuffing our faces with
diabetes.
Euros.
Diabetes was getting in.
Yeah.
So
it was a good time.
That was good. I enjoyed that. And his tent, or his merch. See, I think you should have called it Merchify. Merch. Right, anyway.
See, that's why I didn't give you a shirt.
So anyway, he had the big massive gazebo, all the stuff was there, really nice to see. Hey, whatever, I mean, everybody's trying to sell their wares, but good effort.
And they're doing really well.
Good effort.
Looking good. It's making it real. It's making it legit.
Merchify guy.
Yeah.
Marchify guy. Flam 5 guy.
Flam 5.
We love the Flam 5 kind of design.
Been on the show.
Right.
So, I mean, that's the post-Worlds report.
It's kind of that's us for another year.
Another year, yeah. Who knows? Who knows what happens? Is the veterans band happening? All these things, all these questions.
The veterans band will happen so long as the people in the band want to do another turn of the dial. And it's like every band out there now is probably sitting in a
shifting there.
Yeah, sitting there, transfer of windows flying left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm moving to such and such a band. I think I've got a gig with these guys. All that kind of stuff. Fully understand it.
Yep.
And then also understand that some bands, I'll be sitting looking at their finances and saying, guys, look, this is how much it's going to cost us if we're going to do another year.
Yep.
So reference to veterans band, I mean, I think the guys are all still buzzing for it. And if they don't want to kind of do it another year, that's fine. If they do want to do it another year, that's fine. The whole key point of it is not to put too much pressure on people, except myself. And then obviously, and if anybody out there wants to join the band, let us know. You don't need to be in the army or been in the army, right? But we can take guests. So if you're interested, get in touch.
So we're interested to see all the movements. We're going to be following all the movements of all the bands, folk out there. But now, seeing as pipe band people are carriers of tradition, we're starting up our own new kind of own tradition.
Very much so.
It seems that after the Worlds, maybe people do it before the Worlds, but we're doing it after the Worlds. And that's our little drum score golf tournament.
Drum score tournament.
Well, I'm starting to think about this because you know what?
Maybe we should make it bigger.
There's some things that happened in this year's one where a lot of controversy happened, but no one was there to sort of witness it, and things started to get a little bit ugly out there between us.
Right.
But
no, wait, listen. I'm going to lay a shoot here, right? I was under the impression, right, the two is only the greatest of golfers, but I was under the impression that if you go to strike the ball, right, that's classed as a shot.
Yeah.
Right? So halfway through, I was like, I seen Jason clearing a whole thacket of bushes, and he's like leathering about 10, 15 times, and I'm going, that must be surely about 5 strokes or something like that. No, I never hit the ball. And I went,
I go, no, lady, that's only 2, right?
He has been known to kind of
say it. Go and say it.
I'm not going to call you a cheater. I'm going to call you a cheater.
So, I've been called all sorts of names in my life, but never as frequently as what I received today on the golf course. Names I cannot repeat to you today.
See, I don't need to win. I just a fair shot, a fair run. And then
my associate here, let's call him Scotty Shafter, right? Never mind the Livy Invitational. This guy should be playing live golf, the amount of with all the rules he knows. And the shots he's taking, telling me this, that. Maybe in Australia we do it different.
I was proved wrong. It seemingly, so accordingly,
here we go. In the scripture of golf rules, right? It says if the strike passes the ball, this is rule 10.1a. If the strike passes the ball without making contact, it is not considered a strike. Yeah.
All I'm going to say in that is the gentlemanness of it. I think we should take into consideration the spirit of the game, and I think that's allowing people to make like really bad shots and then go, I never hit the ball.
Listen, if we're going to talk about the gentlemanness of it, my associate here was losing his grip of that as well. But listen, what I'm thinking is maybe next year we'll do an invitational, right? If anybody thinks they've got they want to have a piece of it, you can come around with us, jump on the course, and catch a bit of that madness for yourself. Maybe be your own judge.
We might do that.
Yeah.
Sounds really.
If you're interested,
if you're a golfer, in fact, better still, please be a rotten golfer. Aye. Then I can maybe scalp somebody. Yes,
but no longer will I have my name besmirched, slandered.
You're free. Right, that's about us. All we need to do is look forward to this is the kind of wrap up of the season.
Yes, this is the wrap up of the season.
So, looking forward to the future, we think that we need to kind of interview. We're going to interview people. So if you're asked, do us a favour. If you're asked and you don't want to do it, just say I don't want to do it. It saves us a lot of hassle, and we don't take the nip about it. I would do, don't we?
A little bit.
Right, but we don't. Right, we genuinely don't. We don't care that much. So if you're asked and you're asked to come on the show and you don't want to do it, please just go. Nah,
that's fine with us.
That's fine with us.
That's fine with us.
And then the other one is that.
But we want you on the show as well. We want you to come on the show. We want the personalities to be showcased here on the show, and there's such
do you know what?
All the passionate people within this world.
I think it's a good thing for prominent drummers. And by the way, that could be not just snare.
That's right.
Not just snare drummers.
If you do rudiments.
Yeah. But
speak the same language.
But basically, if we think that there's a platform for people to actually engage with a wider kind of community, and I think that the younger followers, younger people, are kind of interested in what technically they are kind of drumming heroes, legends, whatever you want to call them, people that they look up to. They want to know what they think, what they say, what they're after, how they're going to get their sound, their stuff, their compositions.
For sure.
All that kind of stuff. Because
maybe we never had before.
Exactly. So, if you're asked, say no or say aye.
Aye.
May your yes be a yes and your no be a no. That's the scripture. Right. And that's pretty much us. You'll be on the plane the next time I see you coming out or something like
that. That's it. I'm going back home. Back to servitude.
My family can take a sigh of relief now. they can all start shouting at each other normally. You know what I mean?
Why, thank you, Andrew.
Yeah. They can't give you opened up. Yeah. Right, so that's really us.
Yep. Cheers, guys. Thanks for tuning in this season. And if you're a new watcher, you know, we've got a whole new season coming for you.
Thanks, Tom Heads. Good night.
Catch you, John, man.